Wine adjusted her back and rested her chin on her knees. How long will you stay here? You go, let me watch match. Jaehyung scoffed. Which match? Only 4 boys are practicing. Wine didn't pay her attention and continued looking towards basketball court. Jaehyung rolled her eyes. Man, I can't believe I'm feeling jealous and left alone here. Bro, I'm your friend. Give me some attention too. Wine turned her head towards her. Tell me, what you want me to do for you? Should I pamper you with kisses? Jaehyung blinked. No, you just dare him. I'm going. Bye. She took her bag and started leaving. Hey, Jaehyung, wait you angry bird. She grabbed her bag and took a last glance of boys and ran behind Jaehyung. Where are you looking at? He threw a basketball. Nowhere. He catched the ball before it could hit him. Why? Taehyung didn't answer and started leaving court while his friends too did the same. Come on, you can tell us. Taehyung turned around and looked at his friends coldly. What I will say you about your crush? He wiggled his eyebrow and then rolled his eyes. I'm going library. He walked away and his friends sighed. What do you think? Do you like wine? Not possible. Did you ever show him paying her attention? They were talking and going to a changing room. Wine sighed after listening them. She was in hallway. They didn't show her, but she listened them. What happened? Why are you sad? Wine shook her head and sat beside her. Just tell me. It's nothing. Jaehyung sighed and nodded. She didn't force Wine to say why she is suddenly upset. Okay, I'm going library. Will you come? Yeah, let's go. I also need a book. Wine bowed, looking at the book which was in upper shelf. Jaehyung, are you done? Wait. You came down from ladder and both girls pulled that close to the shelf where that book were, which Wine want. I'll go. Wine nodded her head and Jaehyung went towards a window seat. Wine sighed and climbed on ladder. She took the book which she needed and started stepping down, but her foot slipped and she lost her balance. Her eyes got closed in fear, but she didn't fall and felt someone lifting her. She felt relief and opened her eyes. And her heart skipped a beat, followed by that special flip in her stomach. You okay? She repeatedly nodded her head and he carefully put her on floor. Her whole face was red and she was avoiding looking at him. She tucked her hair behind her ear and bowed slightly. Thank you. Be careful next time. She nodded her head and looked around. All the eyes were on her as she just crammed in library. Thank you once again. And she immediately left from there. Who screamed? Mr. Lee, a girl was falling from ladder, so she screamed in fear. Oh, is he okay? Taehyung nodded his head slightly and librarian went away. He sighed and started looking around for the book which he needed. Gosh, what just happened? She washed her face and tried to calm down her thumping heart. She was happy from inside, but then her face started saddening. I wish he could also feel the same. I wish he could also get excited and nervous because of me. I wish my feeling wouldn't one-sided. She sighed loudly and washed her face again. You okay? Wine nodded her head slightly. I heard you scream and then Taehyung said you were falling. Yeah, my foot slipped, but I'm fine. I should not leave you alone. No one knows when you will fall. You are talking like I fall every day. Wine rolled her eyes and headed towards classroom, and Jaehyung followed her. Wine dropped herself on bed and her phone buzzed. She checked the message. Don't forget to send me your childhood picture. I'm waiting for that. I should just send, or else she will keep texting me after every 5 minutes. She lazily pulled herself up and grabbed the album from drawer. She flipped few pages and pouted. How ugly I'm looking. Which one I should send? She went through many pages and finally chose a picture to send Jihyo. She clicked and shared that. She sighed and threw away phone and laid on bed. I want to sleep. She stretched her body and closed her eyes, but it opened after receiving a text. Cute. Why he texted me this? She opened chat and her eyes widened. When did I send him this? She sat on bed in shock. Gosh, Wine, why are you this much problematic for yourself? What he must be thinking about me. She covered her face and faked cry. She was feeling another level's embarrassment. When she was sending pictures, she accidentally clicked on another contact and she sent without noticing that. And that was Taehyung's contact. What I did? He already saw that picture, but still she deleted that. She again threw the phone other side of bed and dropped herself on bed while thinking about the embarrassment which she has to face tomorrow. Mine was going towards her classroom when her gaze went on Taehyung, who was coming from front. Her eyes widened and she immediately went inside her room to avoid coming in front of him. She picked to see if he's gone or still there, and he was still there. He was leaning on his back on wall and scrolling his phone. What? Why is standing here? Won't he go class? She checked time and kept picking out. Taehyung was still there and he was looking around time to time. Seems like he was waiting for someone. I will get punishment today for sure. She checked the time and thought to just go towards her classroom and pretend like everything is normal with her. She took a deep breath and stepped out of that room. She looked down and headed towards her classroom with big steps. She felt a gaze on her. She took a glance of Taehyung and he was looking at her. Why he's looking at me? She increased her pace to escape from there as soon as possible. Why did you got late? Wine sighed loudly and dropped her head on her back. Thank God I came before Professor. But where were you? I was eating. Huh? Wine nodded slightly. She can't tell Jihyo she accidentally sent a picture to Taehyung and he replied cute on that picture. As you know, Jihyo will start teasing her too much for that embarrassing mistake of her. I couldn't have breakfast, so I was eating in cafeteria. Jihyo sighed. This is why it tells you to wake up on time. Yeah, she flashed an awkward smile. Will you go to watch Taehyung's practice? No, I have to study. I'm going library. Jihyo frowned as it was first time Wine is living the chance of watching Taehyung. Are you hiding something from me? She raised her eyebrow and Wine shook her head. No, I really have to study. You already solved Mr. Park's homework, but I haven't yet. Okay, let's go. She headed towards library as it's obvious where Wine will be. She will also be there. Wine sighed and went behind her. I'm going washroom. Okay. Jihyo went away and Wine focused on her book. When she felt someone sitting beside her, she took a glance of the person and bit her lower lip. It was Taehyung. Why is he sitting here beside me today? And what about his practice? She tried her best to not let her nervousness come out and focus on solving questions. He looked at her and she felt his gaze on her, which was not helping her at all. I brought chalk. She stopped speaking after seeing Taehyung there. Taehyung turned his face towards her and flashed a smile. Hi. It was unusual. He never smiled at anyone. Hi. She took a glance of Wine. I remember something. I will be back. What? No, please don't leave me alone. Wait, I will also come. Don't you have to solve your question? I already did. She immediately stood up and took her stuff. She took a glance of Taehyung, who was already looking at her, and she held Jiho's hand and headed out. A sigh left his mouth and he placed his head on desk. What with you? Why did you left like that? Nothing. There is definitely something. I accidentally texted him something. Oh, did you said I love you? Wayne turned towards her with turned face and Jiho laughed. You should have. She spoke teasingly and headed towards classroom. Wayne sighed and went behind her. Wayne smiled widely when Taehyung made score. She clapped her hands together but immediately stopped when he turned his head towards her. She adjusted her specs and stopped her smile. It's been 5 days to that incident and Wayne is still trying to avoid him. The whole area filled with cheering when Taehyung's team won the game. Wayne was smiling cheek to cheek while clapping slightly for the victory. But she again controlled her smile when Taehyung turned his head towards her. 25th time, huh? It's 25th time when he looked at you. Wayne blinked. In whole match, I kept my gaze on him, and I never saw him looking anywhere except you. What nonsense you are saying? And avoid her gaze and start living from there. Are you both already in relationship? Why didn't you told me? Am I not important to you now? Oh God, Jiho, what are you talking about? Let's go from here. She held Jiho's hand and dragged her. Bro, she's gone. Huh? She's gone. What are you looking at now? Taehyung blinked. I'm hungry. He stuttered badly and headed out of court to avoid his friend's unwanted question. He is famous for avoiding girls and not even taking a glance of any girl. Then how suddenly his mind changed and he was taking your glance during whole match. She gave a suspicious look to Wayne. That must be unintentionally. 25th time. Wayne didn't say anything and focused on eating. Taehyung and his friends came inside Canteen. Wayne took a glance of him and he took a seat beside Wayne's table. Jiho smirked. Taehyung, why don't you sit with us? Your table is filled. What? Hey, what are you saying? Wayne whispered yelled, on which Taehyung just shrugged her shoulder. Okay. What? He got ready. Wayne didn't thought he will like idea of sitting with them, but he got agreed. He moved to Wayne's table. By the way, you are amazing today. Thank you. He put his phone on table while locking screen, and her eyes caught something in his phone. It was her picture on his phone's wallpaper, and it was the same picture which she accidentally sent him. Wayne's eyes widened and she choked on her food. Here, hey, eat carefully. He pushed a water glass towards Wayne. Wayne blinked and took a glance of Jiho. She was looking shocked. Taehyung always avoids girls. His behavior was not less than any saint. He never even paid attention to Wayne much before. Then what happened suddenly? Why he suddenly started paying his attention to her? Thank you. He didn't say anything and started eating. Wayne sighed and headed towards library. Today Jiho didn't came to college and because of that, Wayne was feeling bored. Jiho is her only friend and without her, she was feeling low. Wayne placed her head on desk and closed her eyes. She was feeling sleepy and there was time in her next class, so she thought to take a rest for a while. She felt someone sat beside her, but she didn't pay attention. After some time, she opened her eyes and she got settled while her heart skipped a beat when her gaze met his. He was resting his head on his hand and his gaze were on her. Wayne sat straightly while things stayed like that. Did I disturb you? No, my class is about to start. I will go. She got up, but he held her hand. All the class of this period got cancelled. You can rest. Why? I don't know. He sat straightly while he was still holding her hand. She nodded her head slightly and sat back on her seat. So you like reading romantic novels? Wayne looked at her book. Is it good? Should I give it a try? Your choice. Then pulled the book a little towards him. Okay, I will also read. Like this, from one book. Wayne blinked. I'll get another. No, we can share. Her heartbeat raised by the thought of reading a romantic novel with him. It was really a weird situation. She didn't say anything and he shifted his attention to book. He was very close to her and she stared at him. This seems good. He turned his head towards her. Both's face were very closed. He stared at her. Why were you avoiding me? He noticed that. Wayne looked away from him. What are you talking about? Why I will avoid you? That's what I want to know. She remained silent while she was cramming in her mind for stuck in such a situation. Librarian will be angry if he heard us. Don't worry, library is empty. Huh? She looked around and found whole library empty. Why no one is here? Principal gave leave, so mostly students left. Huh? Then why didn't you told me about it? I wanted to spend some time with you. She blinked. He's behaving weird. 6 months ago, she joined this college after her father got transferred here in Seoul, and in this 6 months, she never saw him talking and trying to be friends with anyone. Then what happened to him today? We should also leave now. She nodded her head slightly and grabbed her stuff. Thanks for accompanying me. She headed out of library and he too went out. Wine's house was nearby, so she headed towards her house by walking. Wine, say stop and turn around. I'm also going in this direction, so let's go together. Huh? Okay. Both start walking towards Wine's house. So, where were you before coming here? My dad is a government officer, so his posting keep changing and we need to move according to his transfer. Oh, have you been in Seoul before? Yeah, around 11 years ago we were here. Oh, my house came. Okay, then see you tomorrow. Come inside. She thought he will deny, but he immediately got agree. Okay. You are early today. She kissed Taehyung, who was standing behind Wine. Principal gave leave for some reason. Oh, and this is my friend Taehyung. Hello ma'am, how are you? My mom smiled a little in confusion. She felt Taehyung familiar. You seems familiar. Ma'am, I'm Kim Taehyung. You were teacher in my school and we were living in neighborhood. Taehyung, Mrs. Kim's son. He nodded his head and Wine frowned as he was getting confused by his introduction to her mom. How are you? I'm good, ma'am. What about you? I'm also good. Come inside. Taehyung took a glass of wine and went behind her mom. Ma'am, he is mom's student. She too went behind them. So, how is your mom? She's fine. She miss you. Yeah, I lost contact with everyone of here. They were so nice. I miss them so much. She sighed slightly and Wine came with drinks and snacks for Taehyung. Thank you. Are you both classmates? No, we have different subjects. Oh, I'll get fresh. Wine mom nodded her head and Wine went towards her bedroom. You should come to our house someday. Yeah, I'll come. Hi, hello. She flashed a little smile. Your friend didn't come today too. Yeah, she went to attend her cousin's wedding. Oh, then see you after class. She nodded her head slightly and he walked away. Wine sighed. and smiled, looking in his direction. Taehyung's coming close. Here your lunch. He put a plate in front of her and took a seat. He kept his phone on table and flashed a smile towards her. She took a glance of his phone. Was really my picture on his phone's wallpaper? Oh, not possible. I must have hallucinated. One sighed slightly. What are you thinking? Nothing. By the way, you were my mom's student. Yeah, her favorite student. Don't you remember me? She shook her head slightly. Oh. She felt a disappointment in his voice. Do you remember me? He nodded his head slightly. I remember everything about you. He spoke, looking straight into her eyes, and her heart skipped a beat. Oh. Mrs. Min, what a surprise. How are you? They shared a hug. I'm good. What about you? I'm good. Is this wine? Wine mom nodded her head. Wine bow. Hello, auntie. Hello, Wine. You are so pretty. No wonder why Taehyung was talking too much about you. Huh? Please come inside. She welcomed Wine and her mom in her house. Have a seat. They took a seat on couch and Mrs. Kim went to bring drinks for them. How life have been in these years? Pretty good, but it's kinda hard for Wine. Yeah, I can understand, but she's grown up now. Let her complete her studies alone. Her father won't agree. He doesn't want to leave her alone. You know, he has made so many enemies with the time. What if they target her? Mrs. Kim nodded her head while taking a glass of wine. One's daddy is a police officer. You must be getting bored here. Why don't you join Taehyung? He was studying. I'm fine here. Don't feel shy. Go. One looked at her mom. Go. His room is upstairs. Second one in left side. Oh, okay. I knocked on door but didn't got any response. Her heartbeat was fast. She took few deep breaths and again knocked, and this time a bit louder. Door is unlocked. He shouted from inside. May I come in? She spoke in tiny. She took a deep breath and held doorknob. She twisted it and slowly pushed to. She peeked inside and Taehyung was not in bedroom. Taehyung? She heard water running sound. She sighed slightly and looked around in his bedroom. His bedroom is beautiful. She turned her gaze and it stopped on his study table. His books were scattered there, means he was studying. She thought to just sit there till he come. She went to his study table and sat there. Wow, his handwriting is really beautiful. She got curious and started reading his notes. Professor must be giving him extra number for this beautiful art. She sat slightly while thinking about her handwriting, and her gaze went on a notebook. It was very beautiful, and she got urged to check that, but it's wrong touching other stuff without permission, so she controlled herself, but her eyes were stuck on that. Time was taking time, and she was getting bored, so she thought to just take a look of that beautiful notebook. I hope he won't get angry. She took that and flipped first page and a smile appeared on her face. Oh, so cute. It was his childhood diary. She started flipping pages to know what he has written in childhood. And her eyes widened after reading few lines. She blinked after reading that line and turned more pages. Her face started changing its color and her heartbeat was getting fast. She had a secret admirer in childhood. She flipped another page and on meantime washroom door got opened and Taehyung came out. He saw Wine in his bedroom and he got surprised. She got up. You here? Yeah, mom and I came. Oh. He shifted his gaze on study table and his eyes widened after seeing his diary's flipped page. Wine noticed that and bit her lower lip. I'm sorry. Huh? It's okay. He was looking awkward and nervous. She looked away from him to avoid his gaze and her gaze went on nightstand and her eyes again widened. Her photo frame was on nightstand. It was her childhood photo. Taehyung saw her looking there and he blinked. He was looking very awkward and Wine cursed herself for coming in his room and putting herself in this situation. I'll go. She started leaving and suddenly lights got off and the room got filled with darkness. Why power got cut? She didn't got any response and she felt her hand getting hold tightly. Taehyung? Again she didn't got any response and she was hearing his fast heartbeat and uneven breath. Are you scared? Can you find my phone? He sounded scared. Taehyung, don't panic, I'm coming. She shouted from downstairs and Wine understand he has fear of darkness. She moved close to him and hugged him. Hey, I'm here, don't panic. He hugged her back more tightly. 9-year-old Wine was doing her homework in her bedroom when power got cut. She frowned and went out of her bedroom. Mom, why power got cut? She didn't got any response, but she heard a muffled sob after coming in living room. Who is crying? Mom, call my mom, please. She knew that voice and it sounded scared. She took a deep breath and moved to a couch. She followed sobbing sound and bumped in someone. Hey, it's me, Wine. Calm down. She sat on the floor and pulled him in her embarrassed. Are you scared of darkness? It's okay, don't get scared. I'm here. She rubbed his back. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. She rubbed his back and she remembered about him. His mom came inside his bedroom with a candle in her hand and saw Taehyung hugging Wine. She sighed in relief and placed candle on table. Wine tried to push away Taehyung, but he didn't move. She looked at his mom. I'll go. She immediately left his bedroom and Wine closed her eyes tightly in embarrassment. Taehyung. She softly called his name and he hummed in faint voice. They stay like that. After some time, power came. Taehyung pulled away from her and avoided her gaze. He was looking embarrassed. You okay now? Yeah, sorry for that. I'm glad you hold my hand without second thought when you were scared. Don't feel embarrassed. We all have some flaws and it's completely fine. He looked at her after hearing that. Whoever God knew about his fear made fun of him, but she didn't. She tried to handle him.